Hello everyone, welcome to your second royal reading today, a Wednesday here at MadWorldTarot, and we are looking at the rich and famous friends of Harry and Meghan, which is why we have the Tarot of the Golden Wheel on the tarot table, and the rich and famous ex-friends, former friends in this case, are the Beckhams, who showed up looking very pleased with themselves at a state banquet for the Emir of Qatar, and she looked a bit nervous, a bit out of her comfort zone, in my opinion. He couldn't stop beaming, and obviously thinking, well, that knighthood is a done deal, and rise Sir Beckham. I don't know what you think of him, whether you love him or loathe him. I know he had some quite dodgy dealings with Qatar. Apparently, I didn't really follow the story, but I have a vague notion that there was something a bit off about him and Qatar, the World Cup there. But anyway, Beckham's got the nod. Harry and Meghan didn't get the nod. And how does it feel today to be a Beckham on the one hand and a Parkle on the other? And was the invite just a little bit of shade cast in the Parkle direction? They could have been there. She could have been in a tiara. But no, the Beckhams got the nod. And Richard Eden wrote a very snarky little piece for the Daily Mail, reminding us all of how things went between the Parkles and the Beckhams. Beckhams, of course, very generous to Harry and Meghan when she first showed up on the scene, needed a place to hunker down in LA or wherever it was when the press discovered what was going on, helped her out with stylists and stuff like that. She then accused Victoria of leaking stuff. David Beckham flew to Australia for the Invictus Games. Harry and Meghan didn't even bother to meet him. 22-hour flight on his own dime. Nobody bothered to thank him or show up, and there it all ended. It all went south. And now, of course, the Beckhams are doing sensationally well, not only on Netflix, but also bought a new Beckingham Palace in Miami. I think it's in Miami. Invited to Beckingham Palace for a state banquet. Oh my. Little reading. Lots of snark. Let's remind you, flying cards, it's tarot, and it's for fun and entertainment, and it's all my opinion, and it's all speculation, and we just read energy here. And there is, of course, a disclaimer in the box below. We want to know how the Beckhams feel today, how the Parkles feel today. We want to know if there was any shade intended by inviting them and not the Parkles, and whether that knighthood is a shoo-in now for David Beckham. Five of Swords, the fighting card, and that would be the fighting between the Parkles and the Beckhams. And of course the Parkles have come out possibly quite sore losers in that conflict. Five of Swords, and as you see, there is a sort of knightly figure there. Interesting depiction. Let's have a look at it. Interesting indeed. There is the knight, and he's got big hair as well, and David Beckham seems to have grown a whole new load of hair since I last bothered to look at him. And there in the background we have someone filled with regret, defeated, forlorn. Oh no, what have I done? That kind of energy. Interesting, don't you think? The situation we're dealing with, that's the underlying energy. Six of Cups, and this is old friends and happy memories, and we were all together, and we were all family, we were all mates, and we all shared good times, and now we don't. And that's the Six of Cups. Those are the good old days, and the good old days were the good old days before you know who arrived on the scene, shall we just say. So the Beckham thing goes back a long way. William and Harry and David Beckham goes back a long way, and the Charles, of course, and the Spice Girls, they go back a long way. I think the Spice Girls go back even to when Diana was still around, who arranged for William to meet the Spice Girls. I can't remember. Anyway, Beckhams, how are they feeling? Page of Swords. That's interesting energy, because it's not as triumphant as one would think, or triumphal as one would think. It's more kind of strategy. It's working. He's towed the line. He's signed up with the king on various things. They have the shared interest of the bees and farming and all of that. He's done the right things. He's picked the right side. He's been very strategic. They both have been very strategic, shall we say, rather. And they made sure to distance themselves from the Parkles pretty early on, long before some of the others wised up and distanced themselves from the Parkles. Being strategic, being clever, being cautious. And so they're not counting their chickens before they hatch, their eggs before they hatch. They are being very cautious. I would say they are being advised very well by whoever is advising them, PR person, courtiers, whoever it is. Beckham, of course, disgraced himself by revealing his true nature and his true feelings about certain things quite a while back, and is now having to claw his way back into favour. A long journey. Not quite sure that he's succeeded in his aims just yet. Parkles, are they rending their garments, sackcloth and ashes kind of a thing? What's going on? Ooh, the Emperor in reverse. Ooh, this hurts. This hurts because that's the king. And that's the king being the king, the Emperor, the king of all kings. King Charles can, I was going to say click his heels. That's not right. He can snap his fingers and anybody will be falling over themselves to go to the state banquet and dress in their poshest clothes and show up and behave and even look nervous. Amazing. The Emperor in reverse. Not for Harry and Meghan, and the feeling is now among the Megxiteers that Harry is out, permanently exiled, and he knows it. And this would really have rubbed salt in that wound. Emperor in reverse. The really big card on this table. So, was this invitation a message to the Parkles at all? Any of that in it? The Fool. I don't normally read the Fool literally, but in this case I am going to read the Fool literally. You fool. You went off on your adventure across the ocean. You stepped off that cliff. You took that leap of faith. You trusted somebody you perhaps should not have trusted so blindly. Off you went. And guess what? You fell flat on your face. So I do think there is something rather gleeful in here, in this invitation. Something rather pointed. And I do think the message has been received because of the Emperor in reverse. I do think so. My opinion, of course. Final card is about the Knighthood. Arise, Sir Beckham. Are we getting there? Will we get there? Ooh. Ooh, I've got the Seven of Wheels in reverse. All that hard work. Does look a bit David Beckham with the big hair, that new hair that he seems to have sprouted. All that hard work, could it be in vain? Seven of Wheels, Pentacles, is investment. And in reverse, no return on that investment. Maybe that's why they're a bit cautious over here, excuse me. They've been told that it's not a dead cert, despite their best efforts. I didn't expect that. Didn't expect that. I expected that. But maybe it's just a bit of a bad look for the king. Maybe it's left to another king, because one of the ways you can read cards in the reversal is delay. That the energy, the potential is there in the card, but you got to wait. And the Seven of Wheels is a waiting card, waiting for your harvest, waiting for it to come to you. There might be some waiting. It might not be a dead cert yet. I thought it was a dead cert. Tarot is telling me, no, It's telling me twice, not a dead cert. Cautious, cautious, careful, careful, slowly, slowly. That kind of energy in here. It's not telling me it's never going to happen, but it's telling me slowly, slowly, that there might just be some controversy if it was announced tomorrow. And of course, giant egg on my face if it's announced tomorrow. But these things happen. These things happen. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.